3, 2, yeah.
Hello everybody, it's Friday afternoon. I've dragooned some help with this week's message, but hopefully you'll pick this up on Monday morning. So we've talked lots about, it's a year of building resilience, and some people say, well, Alistair, what does that mean? So actually over the last couple of weeks, trustees and some of the project leads have been thinking about, so what is the flow of the year? What are the things that we're going to try and do this year within the whole of all the different projects we've got in FaithWorks? And so this is an attempt to try and give you a bit of a feeling. And one of the things you might see particularly is there's more up here than there is down here, because what we've learned is the end of the year is really busy and we don't want to be putting in lots of extra stuff down there. So hopefully that works for you. But just to give you a few little sort of trails of what's coming, this is January to March, and obviously one of the things to do at the start of the year is to make sure we've got a plan of what we're going to do. So there's going to be work around strategic planning and the budgets. There's going to be some stuff that we promised coming down the line about the brand image and website refresh, more of that anon. We want to do some stuff about risk, making sure we're really, really good at risk management and in all the elements that we've got. But also we want to spend time with you guys as well. So there's something called the Wellbeing Bank that we're going to start piloting in the next couple of weeks. So we're just finishing some ideas around that, all will be explained. But there's some stuff linked into appraisal. So there's some stuff we've got to do to get ourselves ready for the year, if you like. Then April to June, what we're suggesting is, actually there's going to be stuff about annual reviews. So there's a bit of a celebration theme of this quarter. Annual reviews. We want to have a celebration event maybe. Some people have picked up ideas from people like Hoping to Action and others you've probably come across, where they do a recognition event once a year to really sort of have some awards and things like that. And we might want to celebrate volunteers who've been working with us for ages. We might have a prayer week in there as well, sort of the centre of the year where people can celebrate with us. We also want to do some digging underneath as well to make sure we're really great at safeguarding things, just a bit of a reflection on that. And also just making sure that our processes are as good as they possibly can be. Because later on the summer, yes, there are some summer programs, we need to give space to rest. And actually, I know that's not possible for all of us because we're going to be working on some of the summer programs, but actually making space to rest. So at the end of the year is about delivery. It's about doing the job that we've all planned up here and maybe doing some Christmas campaign stuff. So I hope that makes a bit of sense in terms of a flow. Less at the end of the year, more at the start of the year. Obviously, we'll pick up more detail on that. But when we talk about building resilience, it's interesting that already there's some stuff happening which are great examples already. So the Smile team had a really great recruitment exercise this week and have got hopefully a really excellent link worker. Oh, no, not hopefully, we know they've got a really good link worker, and there's just more details to come next week, all subject to references, so we'll let you know next week. CMA team held a little summit talks to see how they can make sure they've got sustainability going forward. So that goes across all the different food banks and where CMA teams are based. We're working on plans now with David and to re-engage churches around homelessness work. They've had a bit of a tough time over the last few months, and we haven't had anything since Sleep Safe that's really engaged them. So we're looking at ways we can do that. Any more people want to apply for the Blandford grocery role? We'd love to have some more people. We've got a few applicants. It'd be great to have some more. And Ruth is on the other end of this camera, and myself. We just had a session with the guys helping with our branding, and we're really close to having a set of words that, if you like, are the branding values, who we are. So if you cut open a stick of rock, those are the words you see. Or we actually said if you cut open each of us, those are the sort of the words and values that you see. So they're coming down the line to you in the next week or so. But all of that stuff about how we do stuff, just a reminder that it's all about individuals as well. And a little 2 vignettes that you've probably seen in your place this week. Just 2 little things. There was a guy at Stay Safe this week who was really getting into Derek's little IT training, spending some time working out his own budget sheet on Excel. And he says, this is so important for me. Gets me out of my little room, but it also, I really feel I'm getting to grips with stuff. And then there was the team sitting around a table playing, well, Monopoly, but not as you know it. They had the volunteer had changed all the stations and all the places you land to be football clubs in the Premier League. Interesting decision to make Man United and Man City the Mayfair and Park Lane. But that was a whole debate. But to see these guys just engaging together when some of them are going through some pretty tough times, health-wise and the rest of it. I'm sure you've seen some examples this week. If you've seen me around that sort of fun and creativity, Ruth would love to know, because we want to put those into next month's newsletter. So do keep sharing those. It's great to have those lovely stories. Sometimes it's hard though, isn't it, to keep going? And there's a little verse that was on my Bible app this morning that was really helpful for me. Just a reminder that when Jesus was walking around, a woman came up to him who had been bleeding for years and years and years, and just grabbed out to try and touch his cloak. And what was great to me is that there were two immediate things. He knew and he helped. And I pray that's my hope for you this week, that Jesus knows and Jesus is going to help when it's tough. Thanks for all you're doing. Thanks for listening to all of that. We'll get into more detail on each of them, but I hope it gives you a bit of a shape of the year. Take care.